All right, it's about a week in on the big green machine. It doesn't really have a name, but the big green machine, I feel like it's sticking. And I feel like it's about a month-long project to take all the old electrical out, put in all brand new Victron system. We were deciding between 12, 24, or 48. It looks like we're sticking with 24, primarily because we have a 24 volt air conditioner on the roof, the Nomadic Cooling X3. Big news yesterday, we were doing some prying around in one of the upper cabinets, and it looks like one of the previous owners, not the original manufacturer, put a hole into the ceiling. When we took down the ceiling, the piece that covered it, we could see sunlight. Inside there, we had a little thing called black mold. Real disgusting. This was the piece that they had covering up that hole. Definitely wasn't done by the original manufacturer. So back up here in the cabinet, you'll see that there's a hole that was added. I'm not sure exactly for what, maybe the CB. I haven't traced it all the way back, but there's a hole up there, goes directly to the upside. And then you'll see all of the water damage around here. And the whole interior side of the cabinet basically has to be ripped out and redone. I mean, this really goes a long way to waterproofing, and we're not saying it was a little hole. I'm saying once we took this down, we looked up there, we could see the stars, the moon, the sun. We saw it all up there. So let's go ahead and follow me around, Kenny. We've removed the spare tire that was mounted back here so that we could get this completely cleaned up. We're looking for either the tire was originally on top. We're looking for a new place to put that big spare tire because we'd like to put our Segway mountain bikes. What are they, mountain bikes or motorcycles? The Segway motorcycles right up here is what we'd like to do, and some one-up bike racks up here for the mountain bikes. If you don't have toys, Kenny, you're just not really living. We've got a 24 volt 3000 inverter, charges at the 70 amps. We've got 2468 200 amps at 12 volt Victron batteries that will be wired up into 24 volts. We've got the Serbo GX. We've got a 50 amp MPPT, which by the way is going to be probably way too big for this. I'm only putting two 190 solar flex panels by Go Power up on the roof right now. Primarily because I want to leave some room for storage and surfboards and kayaks and that sort of stuff up there. We may add more solar later. That's why we put the larger MPPT in there. Those Go Power new flexible panels that are walkable are absolutely beautiful. Kenny, you should put some B-roll of those up here. The fact that they're about this thin, you can walk on them, super easy to install. I just put some window weld underneath it, made it all nice and clean, stuck it right to the roof. It's not coming up. Right now we're going through determining where all these wires went to. It's obviously a lot easier to wire these things originally than it is to go back, trace everything, figuring out where it was, and then how to get those wires where you need them. But that's what's taking a little bit of time. It's pretty nice because we have the generator, the Onan, right underneath here that we can use if we need to. To power the whole system, we'll have the solar, we'll have DC to DC charging. We've sort of decided that this is gonna be our barbecue space. We're trying to see if the Traeger Mini will fit in here. We've got a little table that sits right here so that you can be, you know, I think it's locked. Is it locked? No. So basically we'll redo this, clean this all up, but a little barbecue right here, okay? And then you're doing a little, you got your table right here. You've got it all really. When you got the big green machine, Kenny, you're just out there living your best life. The stairs are a bit catty-wonky. They really need a lot of TLC. We're having a hard time finding the exact nuts and bolt combination we need to redo this whole thing to make it new again. But it needs to happen because when you're getting on it, it's got a lot of wiggle waggle. And my dog, as you know, can't get up these steps. Even Kenny's dog couldn't. Well, she got up the steps like an angel. Came down like a clown, okay? She could go up, but couldn't get back down. So I have to carry my dog up here, and this has got too much shimmy shake for me. So this is on the list of things that really need to be rebuilt. Few other things that aren't working correctly. The automatic door locks aren't working correctly. That needs to be fixed. We have an air leak underneath the driver's seat that needs to be fixed as well. The central tire inflation system is currently not working, and before I go to the Baja to do a little overlanding, We've got to get that fixed. So that's probably all going to have to get done. We're focusing right now on the electrical system. We're going to start there because it's primarily what we excel at. Mostly carpentry, not so good at. It's not what we do over here at Nomadic Cooling. In fact, I'd say that we're terrible at it. But electrical, pretty darn good. So can you follow me up in here, Kenners? Okay, I don't want you to, hurt yourself on these catty-wonky steps. Now, originally we started this, there was a microwave here. It's a really nice microwave. Honestly, looks like it's never been used. It still had the manual on the inside. I don't ever use a microwave. I don't know why, probably because I don't cook a whole lot, Kenny. So we were thinking about what to do with this. We did order a Starlink, so we needed a place for all of our electrical stuff. Maybe a little business center to have a computer in here. Haven't got that far yet, but that's where this originally started when we took it out. And then we noticed above it the water damage going through because we were looking for a way to route the Starlink satellite cable up to the roof. We found it. We could just go through the hole that's already there that's not plugged up at all. Save us a whole lot of work, Kenny. There's lots of these Master Volt digital inputs around the vehicle. I don't know, 10, 15 of these things all around the vehicle. And these green wires that control the whole network together. It's an amazing system. I don't want people thinking that because we removed the Master Volt system that it's not a good system. We just don't sell Master Volt currently, so we can't be driving around in a Master Volt rig. That makes sense. Maybe one day in the future, we'll be Master Volt people as well. Not too sure. So we're going to redo the whole thing in Victron. Tracing these wires to where they go after the fact is a little bit of a pain. And we're sort of doing it in a two-step process. First process, everything in the back, get that whole electrical system built. And then we'll follow all the wires all the way up here to exactly where they're going to go. And everything that needs to be deleted, we're going to delete because I want to keep this electrical system as simple as possible. If there's anything in here that doesn't need to be here, we're just going to take it out. Less is more when it comes to overlanding rigs. The more things you have, the more they can easily break on you. We did break the screen. And when I say we, I do mean an employee broke the screen on this big thing. So now we're trying to figure out how to get a new screen for this. It seems like that's difficult to get. Also, once again, if you know anybody in Germany, give them a call for us. The X3 24 volt has been installed, wired up on the roof, ready to rock. It's not powered up just yet. And then we have removed the 1980s TV. What we're going to add in here in its place is a very nice TV with all of the Netflix and all that stuff. Do you even watch TV? I mean, I literally watch everything on my iPad. Who even uses a TV anymore? Like, I don't. But anyways, we're going to put it there because this is already here. And I believe that TVs right now are about $59. It's probably less work than removing all of this stuff. I mean, hello, are those adorable or what? Little dog butt coat hangers? Who doesn't love that in their rig? You're coming in, from a long hike in the Andes, take off your little Patagonia jacket, and you hang it right up here on this cute little rack. Just a little something called putting your own personal touches on the rig. Also, inside this cabinet, already ordered, already on its way, is a cordless vacuum cleaner because Roxy makes a mess in this place, okay? I was in here for 5 days, disaster. Spilling food all over the place, water, hair, got to keep it clean. Can't have people coming in thinking you're living like a monster in here, Kenny. Got to keep it fancy. The big question is, are we better off just buying a cheap $99 vacuum and putting it in here so it breaks, we're not upset about it? Now, Dyson, as you know, Kenny, is the name brand of vacuum cleaner. They're amazing. Everyone is always broke. Broke. Leave a comment in the description if we should go cheap or go name brand. I personally am voting for cheap, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. Now, once again, my name's Jonathan with Nomadic Cooling over here in Glendale, Arizona, where we're doing a little revamp. What are those shows where they redo houses, Kenny? Fixer Upper. We're doing ourselves a little overlanding Fixer Upper. If you'd like to follow along on the journey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you want to go further in comfort, go further with Nomadic Cooling.